get you over. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. Man, there must be something wrong, 'cause I can feel her crawling around in my chest. Every time I try to pick her up, while she wraps herself around my neck. This girl, flower. She said, my love is like a flower, I'm trying to get you over. You like love sour, then you should come try my poison. She said, I grew up in the garden of Eden, and ever since then, my lying eyes are deceiving. Man, there must be something wrong, 'cause I can feel her crawling around in my chest. Every time I try to pick her up, while she wraps herself around my neck. This girl, flower.
Good morning. It's a snow day here, so things are a little bit different because the family's home. But welcome. Oh no, my light! I completely forgot about my light. The ball head broke, so I gotta get that on. What the heck am I doing here? Yeah, okay, I think that's good. All right, give me 1 second. All right, that's not going to work so well. So I'm gonna see what kind of light we can get going. Bounce that. That will have to do. Going with some bounced light today, reflected light. So, good morning. Hey, Dirty. Hey, Lizzie Jugler. Johnny. Mateo, good morning. Rooster, what's up? And let's just get into the game, shall we? I had to restart. It's got that really annoying bug going right now where every single time you what are you doing? Oh, okay. Anyway, it's got an annoying bug where every time you go back to the lobby, it doesn't like it, and it makes you have to restart. So let's get into the game here. Let me get my screen up. Mateo, if you're gonna bug me about Destiny Bounty tutorial, I swear I'm gonna lose it. I was making a tutorial. It is hard to make a tutorial like the Destiny's Bounty. So you're gonna have to bear with me while I get it together. Why am I vanished? Weird. So we have some live builds of me doing the bounty, and I did the bottom of the bounty. I've literally shown you guys how to build a boat. I've given you the tools that you can go ahead and build the boat. When people ask for a tutorial, it's more like they want the step by step to every single detail. I've gone and I've given you how to build a ship, all of the the techniques to make the rounded pieces and everything. I've given you the exact thing that I use, which is the PDF. It is linkable from all of the streams that I did. You can go and do the same thing that I did, learn the shape, and then go into the PDF from Lego.com, completely free. Download it and make it yourself. That is the easiest way that you can find the tutorial. And best thing, you don't have to come and bug me about it or wait for it. Right. So, plus, you will learn so much just from going and following the instructions. I've given you the secret sauce, man. Everything that you need is right there. One of the best things that you can do is just learn some of the techniques and then apply them, which is one of the things that I try to teach here. So, anyway, we've launched the B17. Is there anybody in here with me? Nope, nobody. I'm gonna go ahead and right. Trust me, I understand. I know you want to get the Charlotte the tutorial. It's a great ship, but it does take time to put a tutorial together. Just to put the tutorial for the B7 the um for the plane together, that is a fairly simple build. Yet it's an hour and 15 minutes long, and that hour and 15 minutes took me several days to make. Oh well, I had to launch it. I was trying to balance it. Um, let's uh let's take a look, shall we? So right now we're over by Rooster Bay. We've completed the pretty much the entire build. Oh, hold on, let me close this up. I was trying to balance this last night. Let me get this over here. Oh, I could have done that a lot simpler. All right, there we go. But we came through. We got the tail gunner on. So managed to use the fence posts for this. So it's a combination of these fence posts that are used to shape this, including the rounded back section. Then we got this. I finally found where the side door is. So finally got that. We can actually enter into the tail gunner section from here, and we can also enter from above. Now we have the waist gunners. So these guys with the big 50 cal. Two of these. Then we have the ball turret, which is right here under the plane. The gun is right there. I may have some problems with the placement here. There we go. And we got the bombs. Bombay here. And oh, I made a couple changes to the cockpit, but see, so we have the turret gunner up here, and of course the pilot seat. I had a bit of a I had to rebuild the bottom, so right now my chin guns are gone, but I was trying to rebalance it to get the proper thrusters in the right place, and I may have to go and strip the thrusters and redo it. But we have some gaping holes because of the whole nature of this build. And a lot of these need to be filled. So, still a bit of patchwork to do. But we got it into the air. And mainly because I was trying to get this done, I actually had to rebuild this every now and then, a couple times, because the length was wrong twice, and we were there trying to get it perfect. It's not an easy job sometimes, just getting all these pieces in place and getting them right in the measurements. This one was a beast because it is a beast, but it's one of those favorite builds. This builds that just had to be done. Well, the World War is coming because we're starting it, just so you know. So, now, some of you are going to ask about the swivels, and yes, we can put swivels on here, but we are not going to put swivels on here because it causes dynamic objects to glitch like crazy. Flying this last night, every time I would go past a certain point on the map, the entire ship would just shudder. It would just shake because of the swivels that were on the propellers. It's like they was trying to reset, and it's not a good feel. So, in the pursuit of not breaking this entire thing, I'm gonna leave the propellers off. As epic as it would be to have them on. But we do have the placements for them here. I think you're a little too far back, aren't you? Yes, you are. All right, let's get this over here. I was gonna stick some propellers on there. Oh, in case anyone is wondering, this is how you too can go ahead and make the and this is like a really simple thing here. I get Haunted House and Daft Punk. This is the base. This is the structure for the 50 caliber gun. So this on the outside. Then you can take this and you can turn it to the back. Then you can take this other one, put it to the front, to the back over here as well. And it really is this simple. Once you got that done, we're going to take this and we're going to put it over here. get one of those guys, and then we are going to get a piece of wood, slap it to the front here, and bring it over. Then we're going to get the balloon. This is my present to you because I know we don't have any weapons in the game, and we're over here custom building our own. So, least I can do. There we go. Now we put that there because it allows us to do two things. We can go ahead and put this over here and bring this down. And then, oh, it's not gonna let me do that. All right, so there we go. Now it's gonna let me do it. And there we go, we got one. And then we're gonna get back to Daft Punk. Get this, same thing, but from here, and then down to the middle. Boom, boom, Concertación, and boom. And to cap it off, we're gonna get another balloon, but use an unactivated balloon. And we're gonna go over it. Now, I don't know if you have this piece, because this is from the first order piece. It's one of these little droids. Take that little droid, and this is going to be offset, and put it right there, right in the middle, and there you have it. You're 50 cal. Boom. Now that's the way to go. Compliments. I like compliments. But you can go and take this, adjust the length, do so many different things there, and you can have you can go ahead and start your own world war. So there you are, machine gun. Give it two barrels like I have. Hey, morning. See, we got two double barrels here. We got a single one over here, nice and big, and then you got two in the back here. So we don't have to complain about not having guns anymore. We just make our own. Okay, so let's take this into the air. Man, good morning, Aunt Kitty. Hey, how are you doing? I think we are going to go from over here. And okay, we have wide open ocean ahead of us. That's good. And the most we can do is end up over there. So we are not going to go off the map. I'm just going to choose a point that's so far. And it is so big. It is very, you really can't tell exactly how fast this thing is. But it is pretty fast. It gets up to speed pretty high. It is not as fast as the P51, of course, because I mean, if it's as fast as the P51, we have problems. But I do have a couple of issues with turning that I'm trying to figure out. Just to let you guys know, the big thing I'm trying to do right now is just get this to altitude. Cruising speed. Are we going? No, there we are. Man, I need a better indicator. All right, let's get cruising speed, shall we? We can get up there, speed, and tilt up. All right, so see, we're flying. Not a balloon show, well, on the outside. So just a reminder that you too can build excellent ships, and you don't need to see a single balloon anywhere. With this, there's a lot of emphasis on okay, so that's good. Turns really need to be done at a great distance. Short turns are not your friend. That's one of the best. That's one of the things I found out about this one. Let's see. So a little just tilt, adjust, tilt. Just keep adjusting, keep turning. If you're on this flight, you would not be having a great time. Just letting you guys know. So there's still like a lot of adjustments that I have to make. And it may be a while before I can get back over to Ninjago Island. But I will get there. All right, and let's bring it up. See, the problem right there is that it just tries to go straight up from here. So the aiming part is not a side-by-side turn. So it always wants to go straight. There we go. We're heading towards the land now, but we're still a bit of a ways off. So I'm going to try to find a nice spot that I can land. Otherwise, you're going to see me just flying this thing for the entire trip. Entire stream. And we have some new things to build, so. Where the heck am I? Oh. Okay. We flew over here in the dragons. But there's a storm. Now, do we have... Okay, we got little islands. Little islands are good. It's a nighttime bombing run. Let's take a look at what we have. so you can get a good look at it just flying. There. Come on, fly. Fly with me. Thank you. Pure chaos. Pure chaos. There we go. See, small turns like this, much easier. It's like little adjustments. Okay, so just the flight of the B-17. I will eventually get it back home. It's just not going to be today. So it has a homing beacon on it. Well, not homing beacon, tracker. Highly recommended for any ocean flights because we've lost a couple of ships. But I'm going to try to get this back over to the land a little bit here. Hopefully it's not in the middle of a storm, because it would suck if anything happened to it. And oh, actually, you know what? It's probably in its best place right now on the ocean. It makes a really good ocean skimmer. See, there's that turn. The problem is when you go to straighten back up. There we go. When you go to straighten back up, it goes back. So I'm fighting against some forces here. I gotta figure out exactly what those forces are, so you can get the proper balance. But here we go. All right, do we have some place that I can put down? Yep, perfect. Thankfully it doesn't sink, but here we go. It'll be nice and safe there. No brutes around in the ocean to destroy it. So B-17 has flown. Got to get it back home. In the meantime, let's get back over to the island. Number 18, I believe. All right, I will be right back. I gotta go. I started my coffee. I really need to get the coffee. Come on. Hey, Kaboom, what's up? Beer. And I'm back. So, what's been happening while I've been gone? Hope you guys have been behaving well. Okay. Yes, I really do miss Tovil's Rooster. Hey, Muddy Girl's here. Now, welcome. It's been a while since I've seen you. Okay, now we do have to get the gang together because we got to go and build out get the convoy flying squad. This is our quote unquote museum of broken pieces. It started as a joke, but this is the basic structure of the propeller. And I had a broken one lying around, and Jaded Inventor decided he was going to put this in the museum, and he's going to build it out actually, and then put it in the museum. But I absolutely love what he's done here. Got some new parts on this that I never considered, but this might be something cool for a different kind of plane. Maybe our own style of plane. Or pod racer. Because look at that. That's a pod racer. We got the little nuke there. We got the Jeep, of course. The front of my the front gunner fell off. So that was fun. Okay. You guys are probably wondering what I'm going to start next. And you know what? I really don't know. There's a couple of ideas that I've had. I've wanted to rebuild the F-15 for a while, mainly because of the scale of it. So there's a possibility. Either that or build myself a new Ford F-150. Since, you know, oh, hold on. What happened? Where is this? There we go. Purple infusion check. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to make the F-15. Why not? It would be good to see if we can get it faster and with the same kind of power that we have on the P-51. So let's get going on this. And we're going to start with the basic part, which is the the top of the ship. Man, we're using a lot of first order, but it is necessary. So let's just get this part down. Tank, no, I am not building the tank right now. Okay, TikTok chat, what's going on with TikTok chat? Oh my God, I just realized I'm on multi-stream, not TikTok. I'm not on multi-stream. So let me go back to the TikTok chat. How long does it take me to build one of these planes? From start to finish, about an hour. Can you fly a jet? Sure, I can fly a jet. It's no difference in survival. Survival, you just have to go and turn your fly mode on. So it really is no difference. And of course, go and gather all the materials. So let's go fly a jet. We're gonna take the blue one. You have a whole squad of these guys right now, and they all pretty much fly the same. Just have to watch your controls. I would say that you can do some aerobatics, but it's not really about the aerobatics. It's more about the flight control. With these planes, this is really about the ability to control your nose. Once you can control where your nose is pointed, you can do what? Come on. And of course, avoid the lag. You can do a lot of things. So, there we go. We got that nose control. Let's bring it up. And go through here. Even up. Like going through Beggar's Canyon. Yes. This one's feeling a little slow this morning. Not gonna lie. There we go. If you like my flying, please remember to give me a like. Okay, let's get a little bit of height. And get my mouse back. And there we go. All right. Now we can turn around and go back. Oh, hello. Hold on a second. I've never seen this island. Let's go take a look. This is like a good dragon spot. Huh. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. Oh, this is a good base. I should build here. You see how it tries to level up? Alright. Now I need to find the way back home. Alright. So back this way, I think. Back to 19. Close enough. Oh no, Graveyard Boy is stuck in the snow. Whoa. Major lag. Must be a chaos event or something over here. Alright, so anyway, this is all about turning the nose and controlling where that nose is going to be. Oop. And paying attention to where you're going. So no balloons are showing on any of these planes. And that's for a very good reason. Okay, we go past, and then we come up, then we go. Okay, gotta remember that for turning. But you can fly across all Ninjago Island like this. It's a great tour. There we go. Okay, coming in for landing. No. Why is there lag? There's lag. Massive lag. Wow. Alright, let's try something a little different. Okay. Zero direction. Okay. You can fight through the lag if you know where it is and when. Okay, not the best of landings, but there we go. Okay, so we got some new people, and you got Yellow's here, Julie's here. Hey, Maddie, not enough lift. Oh, okay, this one has got a little bit of lift issues, so I should have taken one of the other ones. All right, well, hope you've enjoyed the flight. I still don't have my coffee, so I'm gonna have to go and get that. We've got a couple of things going on over here. We got the little jeeps. This is one. This is a tank. Is the tank actually upside down? This is a visual glitch. Okay, there we go. This was designed by Graveyard Boy, who's currently buried in snow and not liking it. The Jeeps are designed and built by Jaded Inventor. Nice little Willys Jeep. Great vehicles. So he's done a brilliant job with those. Okay, yeah, and we do have some boats going on too. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, didn't lose power, and he's just stuck home until all the roads melt. Wow. Okay, I have my coffee. So Carnage, you gotta come back and let's do the convoy. Let's do the squad. It must be done. Oh crap! I was gonna hold on. Let me pull up my plans. I mean, I can go ahead and try to build the plane intuitively, but it's always good to have a visual. So I'm gonna pull up F16. Is that F15? F. B17 3D model. I'm not going to go off of any of the Lego, or you know, not Lego, because Lego doesn't have a great one. Okay, it has the intake valve on the underside, and that thing is huge, by the way. But this gives us structure that we can begin with. And of course, the nose comes to a point, which may be a little problematic, but we will get there. Everything on this is curves and angles. But I think we can get a nice angle going off of two of these. So let's begin with this one. I think I may be a little short. Let's get up a little more. 1, 2, 3. Because really, the size of these things is challenging, to say the least. But this is how we're going to begin. We're going to begin with an angle. And with this angle, we at least know where the cockpit is going to be. So, once we have the cockpit, we are good to go. Everything else will flow into place. 1, 2, 3, 4. Posture. What shirt am I wearing today? I'm wearing the, oh, I like big builds. Tell the truth, the B17 was a pretty big build. It's a lot bigger than I had expected it was going to be. So I usually try to do a smaller build after a big build to kind of like whet my appetite, as it were. Ooh. Why is it suddenly so hard to put down things edge to edge? The wide edge is fine, but that front edge is harder. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm seeing it consistently. Every time I try to go edge to edge, it's a problem. Thank you for doing that. Hmm?
A cup fell and broke.
Where? In your room?
I'm cleaning it up.
Okay. Be careful. Is it glass?
Yeah.
Do you need help?
No.
All right. One, two. There we go. Never the first green. Always the second one. Now, this I think this is where it can get a little promising. This is where the cockpit is going to go into this little bit. We know that the cockpit will fit right in here. But now the F-16 has got an angle. And this is either a 45 or a 30. I'm betting on 30. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, a lot of my builds, especially the tech builds, do rely a lot on the circles. But circles are just a starting point. I mean, I can either go for ordinary, or I can go for awesome. And I think you guys want to see awesome, right? Okay, 1, 2, and boom. That's going to make this really, really big. Especially when having to deal with this. I wonder if there's a way. No, you can't go under here. It's not possible. But can we go under here? Let me see. That can actually control some of that a little bit. But I need a better angle. Okay. I'm gonna have to rethink this a little bit. I was all excited about getting this, but the angle, the width of this is almost impossible to work with, especially at this size. The top side of it, however, could be promising. So, okay, that is definitely not it. But there's got to be a way that we can get a better angle on this, because it's much sharper. Yeah, that's not gonna do. Okay, I guess we're gonna go one more. One, two, three, four. Not going exactly according to how I had envisioned it. You know, visions are just possibilities. So, possibilities waiting for an excuse. All right. This might be a little more acceptable. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I see some potential here. So 30, and this is 45. So with a 45 degree, and can we do anything at all with this? Because this is too low. It's usually too low to be affected by this. Placement. We should, it would be nice to have those two connect. Let me see if we can use some Fortnite glue. Good old Fortnite glue. To get them close enough. Maybe one more. I think I'm going to have to bring this out from here. We'll reattach it. Okay, so we got a reattachment. It needs to be slightly closer. Huh. It's almost there. What are you sticking to? Okay, guess you're sticking to that. So if I bring you up, are you also going to stick to that? Yep, you are. So that's promising. We may be able to do this after all. Okay, so we got that needs to come up a little bit. I wonder if it will. So let's see. Up. Yep. That's not a problem. And then up again. Okay, so apparently this is not going to be a problem for this. Okay, edge to edge. Let's get how many ups can I get? One up. That's not enough, is it? Maybe down. The problem is that we need a half. Need this to be half only. Where can we get a half? Sorry, this is at the beginning stages of this, so this is still all the idea phase. So it's got the possibilities. Now it's got to find out the limitations. So that is at the half. And this is not going to work. Why aren't you working? Same as that. You should be same position. Even higher. Yep, higher. So it wants to go to that exact position, that half position there, and nowhere else. Well, that's annoying. Okay. So we can get the side. That is our entire middle section. The entire middle section is a big tube. So that's not too much of a surprise. I just can't do the full tube here. What can I do instead? Oh, the snow finally hit. Okay, well, let's see what chat is saying. Good morning, and Katie says all my flight routes have been canceled for the next few days. I'll definitely come back in for another convoy. Excellent. Did you miss the B17? Because we just flew it. If you have, I may have to go back to it. Phone died. Oh, we have a plane for Chris. Okay. So nice and round. But this goes to a tip. So not really much to work with here. It starts to come down. At some point, you missed it. You missed the flight of the B17. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to go back. Hey, Castlers. What's up? Well, right now I'm trying to reconcile the sides of the F-16. And just trying to get that shape in, because we have two angles that we need to address here. The first angle is on the side, then the second angle is on the front. So technically we should be doing something like this to the front of the F-16 while also angling down to the side. And of course, everyone knows just how much fun that's going to be. You know, in fact, we can do it. Why don't we just do it? I'm going to do it. Heck with it. Let's throw all caution to the wind. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just slap it on. Why not? What do we have to lose? Failing is how we learn how to build. Build better. All right, it's going to go green. It did not go green. Oh, crap, because it's got all that stuff underneath. It's never going to go green. All right, let's see. See, it's got, oh. Okay, color me wrong. I like being wrong. On occasion. Now, the angle for this nose may be a little sharp. Or not. But here we go. And then got to come up from the bottom. Man, the curve of this is insane. So the bottom of this has to be all the way down here for any of this to make sense. So that is not even close to where this is going to end. See, it's harder to place to the tip. I don't know what's going on there. So now we have 24. Yeah, no, that's really not going to work. Because this part comes out and flares out. And that's about it. It's not that big. It's about the size of a man. So technically this should be coming out from about around here. So 3 of those. That's a lot more realistic. So there's our nose. Then there's our cockpit up here somewhere. You have to get past this bit. Yep, cockpit would be here. And so cockpit would be right around here. Man. That's one heck of a ship. And see, this is just the figuring out part. If we do get in a good position, however. If that's right there, then we should be able to come back from around here and have this as the cockpit already inset, because we have that angle coming up in here. Okay. Danger zone. I've got Kenny Loggins in my head. Riding to the danger zone. Riding to the danger zone. All right. That would be an insane ride once it gets going. It's looking a little bit short there. Maybe a better angle would be like a 10-degree. So you can actually shape that a little better. But it's all based on this. I think we can get something interesting going. We were onto something here with this propeller. We were onto something. There. That's the angle. We can get that angle, that third angle, by coming across. So we can get the top parts of it. There's the top parts. Get the cockpit in there. And if we can pull from the bottom, we may have that may actually be a good structure for F-16. So let's try that out the way that I know how to make it. Best way. We can begin with this. Another one. All right, and okay, we got one on top. Then we need on the side, bring one down, side, bring one down. Now, this is going to require a little bit of coordination. You guys, okay, this is actually what you guys saw me building the other day. On Friday, we left with me building this to try to get those propellers done. So it's the same dang thing again. Oops, wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. I need to go this way. So get these guys up. We're building a square, because with the square you can build a circle or circle-ish. We can at least have rounded pieces. And since we're building the F16, that does require rounded pieces. But you can take this and apply it to other shapes as well. But this is where you can begin. So 1, then 2, and then put another one on top. Then don't skip the steps. Steps are important. They're hanging on by a little bit of Fortnite glue there. Don't skip any of the steps, please. I beg of you. Otherwise, your precision will be gone. Then you'll come to me saying, I don't know what happened. Yeah, you know what happened. You didn't follow the steps. All right, so let's get this right there. Come on, behave. I said behave. And then let's get this in here, take it up. And it's right on the edge. So it's perfect. You can't transfer it. Okay, look. In case you want to be lazy, you cannot transfer that from the one side to the next. The alignment is going to be slightly off, and you will regret it. So please don't do it. Just follow the steps. And things is going to be a micro measurement off, and it's so micro you can't see it. You will feel it though. All right, so check this out. We now have the general shape for the circle. That will be the F16. This is pretty much your entire ship right here. You can take this and drag it back as far back as you need. But this is your ship. I think this is what I was feeling a little bit when I was building this out. The sheer potential. So let me see how long this goes. There are a couple of interruptions because the intake valve is the bottom part of the circle. So the ship, the plane actually kind of intersects that for the middle part to come out here. So there's so much more going on. So we can actually build out from the intake valve going back, because this is the bottom of that circle. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just a little too happy about that. But it is right there. And this will take you the entire length of the ship. So then I guess one of the next things is really figuring out exactly how long the F16 is supposed to be. See, we couldn't use the bigger perfect circle, but we can use a circle that's just right, and that is this. It'll have a couple flaws, but it will be fine, and will allow us to take the angle from the side, which I'll show you in a second, because we have to fight for that angle, by the way. And I do need to find another connector point. Let me just do this and get riser. Here we go. 1, pearl 1, pearl 2. You feel there's a technique a lot of people don't understand. Yeah, without this step down, it's kind of hard to tell. Intake valves do make me happy. What can I say? They make me very happy. But this is just all about the shape. We're doing a gigantic tube. We're working on a gigantic tube, and working on a gigantic tube is making me happy. I have you know, weird things that I like, and this is one of the things I like because it means the parts are there. The parts are right there, and we can do so much with them. All right, so we still have to do the curves, but there's a whole bunch of fighting we have to do to get those curves. So I'm going to focus more on the general shape right now and the placement for where everything is, especially now that we know where our intake valve is going to be, and that's like right across. So let me see. This is 6. Do we need an 8? No, that's not an 8. That's definitely not an 8. Okay, so you need to be higher. What are we going to do for you? Oh. So it touches right there. Maybe. Let me see the intake valve. It's not a valve. It's just it's the intake. So intake is right there. Goes flat across, and they bring in the rest of the plane to come in and shape in right around here. Let's go with the more traditional shapes. Because we're shaping the ship, we're not building the ship. We're trying to sketch it out a little bit more. And, ooh, did I yeah, I overstepped. My bad. Right. So we're stepping up. Did you get everything cleaned up?
Yeah.
Okay. And now this is going to take us into the shape of the ship. I keep calling it the ship. I know. We may have a little bit of, once the angles are on, we're going to have a little bit of interference because the pieces don't always like each other. But this is the start of something new, start of something great. So let me see. It does have a bit of a curve. You know, we're going to do the cleanup on that later. We're not going to worry so much about that. Nice point. Maybe 10 degree. And then Jago. Piece. Roof. There we go. We're getting a feel for it. Definitely not long enough. It needs more. Holy crap, this thing is huge. And I like building in 3 in the 6s because these are a lot easier to break than 12s. As you can see, Maddie, this is a lot longer than the P51, which is what I was telling you earlier. The stupid side to side Come on. This used to work nicely. You bring it in and it goes. Now it's trying to find the other points. It was a good update, but they kind of biffed it a little bit. So now need some tweaking. All right. So that is a good beginning. I'm going to get rid of this. I don't need this anymore. Bye. Put this in the museum. In the Museum of Failure. I wish we could burn things. Oh my god, it's 10 o'clock already. Crap. Alright, yeah, I was going to go travel back. Alright, so I'm going to have a much better plan for tomorrow's build. We will be heading deep. Hey, Rod, you have to come in and fly, man. Good to see you. But, okay, it's 9:58. I'm the MadPuck66. I stream every day from 8:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. We will be back tomorrow with a full plan on how we're going to build the F-16. I'll figure out a couple of details on how exactly we're going to make it work, but we will make it work. And it's going to be awesome. Now, where is my flying fortress? It says it's right here. There it is. Beautiful. So we're going to fly this out. And hopefully this will be back at the base tomorrow with all of its complexity. I'm going to fly from the wing so we can get a good look at it. It's a decent look. And like I said, I stream every day from 8:30 a.m. until 10 a.m. So great to see you guys. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. We do appreciate everybody, especially TikTokers. If this is your first time here, please leave a like, subscribe, follow, etc. Do all the cool stuff. Show us how awesome you are. Anyway, the B17, it flies. There are no exterior balloons. You just gotta figure out a little bit of balancing and everything to get it to fly exactly like we want it to. But here we are in the air. So with that, I'm out. MadPuck out.
She said, give me another minute, I'll be there in an hour. Okay. I swore I was finished, she took my powers and she got me, So if you ever wonder what love's all about, be careful who you pick, yes, they might break you out with their poison.
Carnations or daisies, one prick from a thorn and she'll drive.